guys, welcome back to our channel.
Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about caffeine and tattooing.
Yeah, and the only reason that we bring this up, I guess, is because we think that it really affects the way that we tattooed. So we figured it probably affects the way that other people tattoo and just create art in general.
Yeah, so we're gonna be here to share what we have experienced.
My name's Kat, and I am the somatic embodiment coach at the Raw Vegan Revival. And my opinion on how caffeine affects just like your overall state and your connection to your body, I think it kind of just makes your nervous system, your central nervous system, like spaz out. So it makes it really hard for you to get a total grip on your anxiety, and it may make you feel rushed all the time, and maybe like you're constantly having to do things, and you're never caught up. And I personally noticed that when I was drinking a lot of coffee and a lot of caffeine in general, that I had a lot more anxiety. Like, I could barely deal with my clients half of the time because I was just, and I couldn't pinpoint where the anxiety was coming from. I was just like anxious overall, and I would be like sweating profusely, and just like I wouldn't be able to initiate conversation or like hold a conversation because I was too in my head. And it's like, yeah, other things were probably going on there too, just with me having anxiety already, but the caffeine didn't help. And I personally think that caffeine, it like puts a block on your creativity a little bit too. It made it kind of hard for me to focus and to be able to, focus for a long period of time. It was really hard. And so that's one thing that I could contribute to mental blockages, or creative blockages, is just like too much caffeine, and like you're on go all the time. So it's like your body doesn't have time to slow down and to be able to pull in those creative ideas efficiently, because it's like you don't actually come up with your creative ideas, you pull them in from the universe, as long as your body is clean enough to do so, because your body has direct contact with the energies of the universe, and it likes to flow through you. And that is how actually, like, people aren't really creative. It's just the way that they pull in energy from the universe.
My name's Sean, and I'm the Earth Energy Integration Specialist here at Raw Vegan Revival. And what I do is help you integrate Earth's energy into your own so that you can vibrate higher and your frequency can be raised. If this resonates with you at all, stick around to the end of this video and get our free video course. Caffeine and tattooing. We're not naturally deficient in caffeine, so I believe in natural law, of course, and yes, coffee beans are grown on Earth and they're natural, they are. But I believe we've been kind of sold the idea that we need caffeine to go. Like, it's a go, go, go lifestyle. Everybody's busy, everybody's doing stuff. And I think we've been kind of sold the idea that we need caffeine to run and function. But like I said, we are not naturally deficient in caffeine. What I think people are naturally deficient in is nutrients. Nutrients from raw living plants, fresh organic foods. And I found out that dropping caffeine for a year and introducing just raw living fresh organic fruits and vegetables into my diet and actually just living off those, I've had so much more energy, consistent energy, than I ever had on caffeine. Caffeine, honestly, like thinking back on it and thinking how I felt, it was like a drug. Totally felt like it was a drug. And you would have a crash just like drugs, and you would get jitters like drugs. It'd be uncontrollable. Sometimes you would get more jitters on some days than you would on others. Sometimes it would bring anxiety, and it just was a lose-lose situation. So it's a little hard at first, but we show you how. But if you can switch to just getting your energy off of living live plants, like earth energy, it's literally like life force energy, and you can run off that way better than you're gonna be running off like caffeine, because it's just not, I think it's meant to be used in small doses in times of need, maybe. So like, it's there for a reason, of course, just like herbs and other things are, but we don't need to take it every day. We don't need to be reliant on it. And as a tattoo artist, it helps tremendously, because for me, anxiety went away. I would have some anxiety before. Like, I've been tattooing for 18 years, and I thought I was just kind of an anxious person. I was like, oh, I'm gonna just be an anxious person. That's me. Only after going raw, that stuff sheds away. Just like layers of it shed away. I feel like I'm still shedding it. But Anxiety goes away, depression, jitters. You don't have the jitters anymore. One time, I'll have Kat talk about this too, but one time she had to do one of my tattoos. I forgot I had a tattoo that day, and the girl was at the shop, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm at Starbucks getting an extra shot in my espresso right now, but I'll be there, and I'm gonna do this little word on you later, and it's gonna be fine. Just wait there, I'll be there. Got there, set up. I was like, oh my gosh, like my hand's kind of shaking, and it's not nervous. I mean, it's not about the tattoo. The tattoo was surprising, of course, because I wasn't exactly ready for it, but it was the coffee that was giving me the jitters. I had extra espresso. I was shaking too hard. I was actually started it, and I was like, no, I can't continue this because I can't compromise the tattoo that this girl's gonna get because of this coffee I'm drinking. So that was a moment that I'll never forget. And Kat had to finish my tattoo. But that's a moment I'll never forget, and it was due to coffee. And it's kind of ridiculous how accustomed we are to it and how much we use it, because I know we used to use it a lot, like coffee every morning, energy drinks midday, or at least sometimes at night. It'd be those nitro cold brews from Starbucks. Those are the last things we were drinking before we quit. Crazy amounts of caffeine, and it just kept us going. But man, not worth it. It's so worth it to get off of that and just live off the raw plant foods. Here she is, finished my tattoo that day. But a little more about coffee and caffeine in general. We want to give you a little idea of what you can do instead. So yeah, now you know caffeine is bad and it can affect your tattooing. So what can you do about it? You can go cold turkey. You can quit completely, but that may be hard. You're going to get withdrawals. You're going to have a headache. So prepare for that, a week or two of feeling kind of miserable. Yeah. But really just incorporate cold pressed juices, because that's what we use kind of as our coffee, is cold pressed juice or a smoothie in the morning. Yeah. Because it's really about the nutrients that are giving you the energy. Like I said, we're not deficient in caffeine, it's the nutrients. So just make sure you're getting the nutrients off of like a cold pressed juice or a smoothie, and you're going to get the energy similar to coffee, just differently.
Yeah, because actually coffee is like considered a drug technically, because it crosses the blood-brain barrier and it has such addictive, like, it's just an addictive thing. Yeah. And yeah, that's, and all, not to mention all the side effects that it has from it.
Yeah, it's so worth it to get off it, and the juices are where it's at. One quick way to kill caffeine cravings all the way is do the 40-day juice fast. We want to mention it because that's what we did. We didn't just go raw and caffeine went away. We did a 40-day juice fast with special juices, like specific juices that cleared our old waste out, and then it killed all the bacteria that were causing the cravings for the bad foods. One of those things were caffeine. It made it go away. It was like a cheat code because we didn't even have to try.
Yeah, it's like and caffeine wasn't the only thing that I got rid of. It got rid of like alcohol cravings, sugar cravings, gluten cravings, just
all the bad cravings
everything
that are hurting you as a tattoo artist or a tattoo collector. So banish those. Yeah. That was good.
It's weird. It's like it cut your cravings for everything that was inflammatory.
Yeah, really. Your gut bacteria went from bad to good.
Yeah. If you would like to try this 40-day juice fast, it's all in our membership. All the details that you need, along with the gut rebuilding protocol and a 3-week meal plan. You're set. You're good to go.
Yeah, you get the PDF in your hands, so you can do the exact juice fast. It shows you the materials you need, the estimated cost, the exact fruits and vegetables, how many calories you get, and how many glasses you're supposed to drink a day. Yeah. Everything you need to know, you get to do it at your own leisure, at your own pace, and then you're part of the group. So when you're having questions or stumble upon hiccups or anything along the juice fast, you can refer to us, you can refer to people in the group and ask us questions, ask them questions, and people are going to be there to help answer you and get you past that stage.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier. And honestly, it's like if we didn't have a community behind us when we were doing the juice fast, I know we have each other, but it would have made it really hard still if we didn't have additional people. Yeah.
So get yourself that Juice Fast protocol. It's life changing. Oh, it's 75% off right now.
Yeah.
So
of course.
You gotta check it out. It's 75% off. We'll put the link down below, and
you get so much stuff. It's more than just the Juice Fast. Oh, yeah. You get so much stuff. You're just gonna have to click the link and see what all that you get. Yeah. Caffeine's bad.
Yeah, caffeine is bad. Like, even though it's a natural substance like we talked about and it grows on Earth, I believe it should be used moderately, and we're doing the opposite of that. So I feel like let's cut down on the caffeine. It's literally like a drug, and it's impeding us in our daily lives. It's just slowing us down in the long run. You think it's speeding you up, it's really slowing you down. Yeah, caffeine can be replaced by something more natural and nutritious, like fresh juices, and even just fresh fruit is going to be better than caffeine for your body.
And if you want to go like the herbal tea route, herbal teas are great substitutes if you just like having something to drink that's warm.
Yeah, I went with herbal teas. I should say, like, we were both big coffee drinkers, and went raw vegan, quit coffee all the way. But yes, I'll drink green tea still sometimes. I know there's caffeine in it. I'm not bashing caffeine. I'm just saying I cut down on the dosage of caffeine I've been taking, and it helped me as a tattoo artist.
Yeah, you need to go from like this much caffeine intake to like this much caffeine intake.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it sucked at first. Like, we had the withdrawal symptoms, we had the headaches, but we were also detoxing, so we couldn't really tell the difference between just food detox and the caffeine withdrawal. But it's worth going through because it was not that bad, and when you come out the other side and you're not reliant on it, it feels so good not to be reliant. It feels good to drive by Starbucks. I still enjoy the smell.
I laugh at everybody who's in line piled up around the building.
Yeah, exactly. Don't have to be in that line anymore.
Not there.
I'm glad I tapped out of the energy drinks before they went even crazier. I mean, I'm seeing energy drinks just like grow in size, and the amount of caffeine and the weird flavors, and I saw freeze-dried candy the other day, but that's not an energy drink, but it's getting bad out there.
I saw an energy drink the other day that was flavored like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
There you go.
That's
I'm glad we tapped out, but yeah, so let's come over to the natural side. Let's use earth energy to raise our energy, and caffeine isn't, and energy drinks aren't one of those things. They just aren't one of those things. Those things are going to lower your vibration. They're going to give you a false high, and they're just going to scatter you, and you're going to be a little more disconnected. We're trying to bring the connection stronger here. So we got to ditch those things. Ditch those things like the artificial processed energy drinks, and just trade it with something more natural.
It helps you get back in alignment with your higher self, and it helps you get in alignment with your path and how you want to execute everything that you need to do to reach your goals. Otherwise, you're just going to be all over the place, and you're not going to know what to do or where to go.
And tattooing is an energy exchange, and you don't want to be like that and be tattooing. You have to be really direct and know where your energy is coming from and where your energy is going. It's going into the client. So ditch the caffeine. You'll have a better connection to the universe. You'll have a better connection with your art. You'll have a better connection with your client and yourself. And the world's going to become a better place through the work you do, whatever it may be, whatever kind of artist you are. That's it.
Yeah.
Summary.
That's all.
Cool. All right. Thanks for watching.
Until next time.
Yeah. See you guys next time. Peace.